how are we all? My name is Lucy and this is my channel, The Sewing Gardener. As always, welcome back if you've been before, and a very big welcome if you are new here. Today it's Friday the 19th of June. I was going to say July then, and I'd have lost a whole month of June. And I thought I'd share with you. So loads of things have come into my sewing room since last week, which is not great. Well, it is great. I love it. But yeah, we need to rein things in now. So I'm going to share with you my fruit. I've got some fruity makes. I'm in my jersey era at the moment. This week I've been in jersey mode. So I'm going to share that with you. I have got some things to share that have come into the sewing room, one of which I have not opened, so that's quite exciting, and plans for that. And yeah, and quilt update, and there will be some gardening at the end. I've filmed the double border again, so you can see it from the last time I filmed it earlier. It was either very early June or late May. Anywho, as it's the 19th of June, I have filmed that today, so you will see that. Yeah, so what's been happening? I have finally got brave and tackled my quilting frame. Didn't go so well, got to be honest. This was what came off from the lady, her practice pieces. So I cut that off and redid it for my own, and my bobbin just did not work at all to start with. The thread would break. So on both sides of hers it's perfectly fine and symmetrical. Don't know what happened. So Adam Sews to the rescue, called him. We had a chat on a video call. He gave me loads of pointers. I altered a few things, and then it still didn't work, so left it for a bit, came back to it, and for whatever reason, I don't know what I did, but it is working. And I've discovered I'm not very good free motion quilting on this at the moment. So that's one thing I'm no longer scared of it. It works fine. It's just not working how I want it to, which is a shame, because I'm going to do quilting first. So we'll get quilting out of the way and then we'll go into dressmaking. Because last time I shared with you that I had done Wendy for Second Star to the Right. I am partway through cutting out Michael for that, so haven't got any further with that, but I did share with you my 3 blocks from the Farm Fresh, and I'm delighted to say I've put it all together. Now I don't think it's going to show here, and I've not taken a picture of it, so you guys are the first ones to see it completed. Well, I say it's completed, it's just the top. Hence why I want to master my frame to get it quilted. But this is the Farm Fresh complete. I'll have to put a picture in because I don't think... I'll roll it up so you can sort of see. So yes, delighted that that is a quilt top. I'm going to use pink thread when I finally quilt it. And yeah, I've got the backing. I think the backing's downstairs. I'll have to share that another time, but it's Tula pink backing. And I've got the wadding and everything. So I just need to have more confidence and ability on this. I keep showing it. I will share a picture of it now, but don't judge the, because it didn't work for ages. The red thread on the frame, on the quilting bit. So that's quilting out of the way. Done that. Oh, but I did order myself some very new, I did order myself a book on how to learn how to free motion quilt on that. So we'll see. Oh, squeaky chair again. I do apologise about the chair. I will sort it. So what's come into the sewing room? Should we do that first? Well, yes, we will. Okay, so I knew I was going to be doing a pattern test for the lovely Tammy Handmade for her new Cloud Tee that is she's hoping to launch very soon. It is a fabulous pattern. If jersey frightens you a little bit, this pattern is really good. It's really simple, it doesn't use that much fabric, and I have made 3 versions. So the first one I made was this. I've had this fabric in my stash. Was it a Pontiel? Don't know how you call it, but I've had this in my stash for absolute yonks. And there wasn't much of it. I think it had just over a metre, and it came from Felicity Fabrics, with a couple of other bits as well. And I had intended to make a Tilly and the Buttons pearl cardigan with it, but then this pattern test came out. I had to order some jersey because the other pieces of jersey that I've got, whilst I have jersey in my stash, they're all big, huge, well, bigger pieces, so they would make good dresses, and I didn't really want to cut into those. So I have ordered some jersey, which is why I thought I'd get started on this one. So this was the first one that I've done, and this is the t-shirt. It's quite boxy. I haven't taken any pictures of them yet, but she describes it as a relaxed feel, and there's 3 different sleeve lengths. This is length sleeve 2, there's a shorter one, and then there's a full length one. But I have to say, it is a really lovely t-shirt, and if you've got jersey with a good drape, I wanted them a little bit more oversized, relaxed, so that's really good. So that's number 1. Then I ordered some jersey from the Fabric Obsession, and I ordered just a plain white viscose jersey. So this looks huge, but when you put it on, actually it's not as big as that. So that's that version. And then the other fabric that I ordered to make the t-shirt, I'd ordered too much, so I didn't make the t-shirt. But I then ordered some of the fruity jersey, some of this jersey, which is the other make that I've done. I've just finished this one today, and it's a really good, quick, simple make as well, and you can do most of it on the overlocker. I am quite confident doing neckbands on the overlocker, but the viscose jersey was a more floppier, less stable fabric, and I had a real issue getting that in, and I actually had to unpick it. But it's fine now because I did it on the sewing machine. So just a good tip there. But I then, for this one, I went sized down to a size 10, and I did the short sleeve, the shortest sleeve version. So I haven't got any photos of these yet, but if I get some, I will put them in so you can see. But it's a fab pattern, so look out for that. Now this fabric actually, so I ordered a metre of this and 2.5 meters of their beautiful double gauze. I don't know where the double gauze is actually, I've left it downstairs. And when the parcel came, I thought it was incredibly heavy, and that's because I got 2.5 meters of this and a metre of the double gauze. So, but the girls are great, they've sorted it, and yeah, so I've got some additional fabric of strawberries but my middle daughter has requested some loungewear in it, so that's good. But I also ordered from the Fabric Obsession this beautiful jersey here, this black striped jersey, to make the t-shirt. However, when it came, I realised I think I ordered 1.5 meters rather than just the metre. So I decided, and that's why this is on, because I went and found this in my drawer, because I couldn't remember what it is. This is the Tilly and the Buttons Cocoa. Here I've changed the sleeves. I've got a little fletter sleeve on mine, and I made this, gosh, probably about 2021, something like that. I made it ages and ages ago. I traced off the fletter sleeve. This is my sleeve. Couldn't tell you where I've got it from, but definitely got it from another pattern, and used that. I don't hem the sleeve, it's literally just left to roll, do whatever it likes. And I just wanted to check, because this version, whilst I love it, and it's in a beautiful sort of ice creamy, and it's got little cats in it, in the ice creams at places, fabric from Beyond the Pink Door, I made it too short, so I wanted to get it out and check. But it's great because it's quite warm here today. But yeah, I've made this version. Again, no photos of it. I made it pretty much all on the overlocker, other than the hem. Did I do the hem? Yeah, I did the hem on the machine. I've just seen a couple of threads there as well. I'll cut off. and I put in a super little label from Adam Sews there, perfectly pressed, because that was the one that went with the fabric. So that's those jersey makes. The other thing I have started my So Fruity. So that t-shirt could be an entry to So Fruity. I've made my bottoms in this double gauze. Now on my last vlog I said they could be summer trousers. I have worn these. These are the most amazing trousers ever. Am I going to wear them into town? No, I am not. Might wear them on holiday potentially. These are going to be house lounge wear, pyjama wear, because they are gorgeous and comfy, but not, I wouldn't go out in these personally, just my own thing. So, but I haven't started the top's all cut out. Don't even know if I'm going to get the top done, to be fair, but I could at least enter those into So Fruity as a trouser bit. So they're my makes. So what else has come into the sewing room? I don't know if you follow Fauve from the Great British Sewing Bee, but they brought out a pattern. Oh gosh, I can't remember the other lady's name. Asma brought out the pattern, and they only had a couple of copies left. So it is this perfect, I haven't got my glasses on, it's perfect, imperfectly perfect by Fauve and Asma, the Camilla dress and blouse pattern. So that's there. I saw Fauve in a denim version of this and it is absolutely glorious. And when I love a paper pattern, when they said they only had a couple left, I jumped on it. So that's come in. So that's exciting. And then I've got my Fabric Obsession subscription box, which I will just share with you. You've probably seen lots of other people unboxing theirs. These little strawberry daiquiri gummies, I had a couple before I came on. Delicious, very lovely indeed. So we got those in the box. Had a fruity theme. Some 10 meters of fruity washi tape, which is brilliant. A watermelon bath bomb, which absolutely smells divine. This box smells absolutely divine. A thread, and then the fabric. I think I've mentioned before. I am the cool colourway, and so this is what came in mine. And it's this fabric, and it's absolutely delightful. Now, there is going to be a new challenge in August. I'm sure it's August, called Bold, Big and Bold, which is Bex is running. And I thought this fabric would be perfect for that because it's a little bit louder than what I would go for. It's beautiful. Don't know what I'm going to make with it, but I thought that would be a perfect entry for that. And in the magazine, I won a Star Maker with my Trini dress, so even more delighted, and I've got a voucher to spend there. So thank you, girls. And they wrote the most wonderful things about me, which was very lovely. And yeah, so absolutely delighted all round. So the other thing that came into my sewing room was this parcel from Beglarian Fabrics. They reached out to me to ask if I wanted to collaborate with them, and they have been incredibly generous and offered, I think I could get up to 3 lots of fabric, or up to, I think it was up to €100 in value. So I went onto their website. This was delivered yesterday. I've not opened it, so we'll do that now. And yeah, let's see what's inside. I have chosen 2 specific fabrics to make 2 specific garments. So let's get into it. Okay, this is going to take a bit more in than I was anticipating. Hold on a minute. So inside, yeah, I've got 3 meters of this. So I've got some denim, So that was the minimum order. I didn't need 3 meters, but it is this. Oh, it's lovely actually. Gosh, it's beautiful. Can you see it's got like a herringbone design on it? So it's non-stretch denim, and I want to make. Now, when I went to the Stitch Festival, I bought fabric to make this, but when I've been back home, I'm not overly keen on it. I've got to be honest. Gosh, this is absolutely beautiful quality denim. I'm going to make the Misfits jacket in it, but I think it only takes just under 2 meters, so I'm going to have 1 meter left. But I thought, well, I can make either a pencil skirt or something with it, and then whatever else I've got left, I can make a bestie bag. So that's my plans for that. But yeah, it's absolutely, it's like show it again, grey herringbone design, black and grey, and I thought that would go with everything. So that's that one. I'm just rolling it up, and then the other one is a bit more precious for me, and I thought I'm feeling it. I've got 5 meters of this. Oh my god, it's beautiful. And it's a lot more floaty than I was anticipating. It is this beautiful cobalt blue and yellow. It's a silk. It's a silk twill. I wasn't expecting it to be so silky. Wow. And it's very lightweight. So my plan for this, oh my god, it's absolutely stunning. I'm a bit blown away, so sorry. My plan for this, hence why I got 5 meters, is the Riviera dress, which I've already cut out and rolled back up because none of my fabrics, I didn't have enough meterage for them. So by Trend Patterns, so that's what I'm going to make in this beautiful fabric. But I think I'm going to be a bit scared to make it up. So there is also another challenge in September. Is it September? Called, it's the Precious Fabric Challenge. Well, I was going to enter a glorious red fabric that came from Japan, which a lady gifted me to make a sort of Japanesey type, Chinesey top. The ones Mandarin-y type top. I think they're Mandarin. I can't remember what they're called because this fabric has blown me away, and I was going to use that. But now it might have to be this, because this is absolutely glorious and floaty. So yeah, I've got 5 meters of that, and let's hope, I mean it's quite wide as well, let's hope I don't mess it up. So if you have any tips on managing a silk, do let me know in the comments. I'd be delighted to hear them, including washing, pressing, sewing. Obviously I would use a very fine needle, silk needle, get some advice on that. But yeah, any info on that would be greatly received. Now, what I was saying when I was trying to do the box, but the box, you don't want to see me wrestling with a box, was that the lovely people from Beglarian Fabrics, all of their fabrics are dead stock. So from designer houses, this is my understanding, from designer houses across Europe, but all the fabric is dead stock, so they sell it at a really reasonable price. And yeah, so do go and have a look. I will definitely be ordering more from them going forward, because the 2 fabrics that they have sent me, I mean there's a minefield of fabrics on there, but the 2 that they have sent me are absolutely stunning, and they were quite reasonably priced. I didn't get up to the monetary value that I was allowed to, and I didn't really want any more fabrics because, as I say, I had these 2 specific projects in mind, and it was the perfect opportunity. So let's see if I can do it justice. Oh, I'm even a bit frightened to wash it. Any tips on washing silk? Greatly appreciated. Yeah. How exciting. So yeah, thank you very much for that. And even this one is glorious. But I think I'll make this one first. Although the weather is quite warm and I'm not sure I want to be making a jacket, although it would be really handy. So I think that is all I was going to share with you, actually. Obviously, there's going to be some garden content. I hope you've all had a good week. I've had an excellent week, actually. We went to see Take That on Tuesday, which was amazing, in Cardiff. I've been invited to an interview, which is even better news, in July. What else has happened? Oh, I'm going to see, not planned, I said no, I didn't want to go, but my middle daughter has to work now this weekend, so tomorrow I'm heading down to London to go and see Harry Styles. Yeah, so it's all go, but all very exciting. So as I say, I hope you're all well. Whatever you do, if the weather is glorious, always use sun cream, don't forget that, look after your skin, and just have the best time, and I hope you get some lovely sewing done. If you're interested in garden content, it's coming up now, and if you're not, I will see you all very soon. Take care for now. Bye. Right, I promised you more garden content, so here we are. This is on from the back of my kitchen. So we've got, excuse the mess with the parasol the other day that actually blew out of the table. We found it in the pond, hence why it's just left there. This is my herb garden here. I've got 2 bays here. There used to be a really beautiful fennel in the middle here, which is why that's a bit bare. But the sage is taking it, filling it. But we're going to move. So the rosemary over there, that's a standard rosemary, just a normal rosemary. We've given that a really good hard prune back to fill in some of that area to make it go back a bit because it was all coming forward. And this one is a ginger, I don't know if you can hear because there's a plane going over, is a ginger rosemary, and we're going to do the same with that now that it's finished flowering. We're going to give that a really hard prune and move it into that area there. Then on this side we've got another bay which got moved very late. This is a very dead well, actually it's clinging on houseplant that I killed in the winter. We've got a grape down here with the honeysuckle. And then I've planted some of my dahlias here, so that's nice. And then they've got the 2 pom-poms there. And then obviously this is more of a, that's the pond in there. I'll show you that another time. So that's the pond. And then you've got a tropical area here with the palms. And then you've got our patio. Then you come down here, so you will recognise this from photos. This is the lavender walkway, which is literally just coming into flower. I've spent last weekend pruning, tying in the climbing rose there. The climbing rose on the other side is finished. There's peonies and things in there, but they've all finished and need deadheading. So if I take you down here, then we can, I'll show you the border in June. We'll go down the steps because I promised to show you it in different times, and then we'll start again from where we were before, but I'll move more back. So we've got the phormium there, which is coming into flower. Huge bamboo there. The daylilies are starting to come into flower here, but you'll see is that this is more of a shady area, this bit, because there's the gunner earth, there's the pond behind. Not much is happening in there. So we move along. I think I'm further back than I was before. So this is where it's changed. So that phormium's come right into flower. The hollyhocks have all are filling out now, and the nymphophora, which are the red hot pokers, are looking glorious. There's some catnip in there, which our cat absolutely loves. We've got red poppies which we let seed, big grass there, the geraniums, the perennial geraniums. The foxgloves are just about going over now. Daylilies are starting to come out there. I can't remember what they're called. They begin with an E. Can't remember these things, but they've doing really well. And I put some dahlias in there which are doing less well. I need to reweed that. Come back. And then you've got the Love in the Mist, which I will start pulling out soon, because otherwise I don't mind it self-seeding, but it self-seeds way too much. And the Cerinthe is pretty much over now. You've got the Chorocosmia lucifer are just coming into flower. They'll be starting to come into flower soon. And then our yellow Nephofa, which have been absolutely amazing, are getting towards the end. And then there's some, if you look, there's darker day lilies in there. So that is the double border. And then we've got, my strawberries have been amazing this year. I've managed to beat the blackbird, don't know how. And then it goes on to the veg garden with the onions here, sweet corn behind. The pumpkins are starting to come now. My disaster is beans. I have sown God knows how many beans, 50, 60 plus, and I've got 2 at the moment. I've bought some new ones this week, so I've planted 2 per cane, so we'll see. Tomatoes I need to string up, and the raspberries are coming up. And I mean, I've picked them this morning and there's already more. They're ripening all the time. So raspberry jam will be on the way shortly. Okay, so that cut off. Potatoes are here. We have started digging those. They are glorious. Brussels sprouts here, which my neighbour very kindly gave me. But I think there's a couple of cabbage in there as well by the look of it. And then these are my cabbage. Excuse me, I don't mind the cabbage white, having a few of them. So these are sweetheart cabbage in here. And yes, they're very crowded together, but I won't let them grow much more. Sweet peas there. This is where the leeks self-sowed last year and I moved them on a bit. So this is a bit more, not very great, but I've planted out my courgettes. And then the greenhouse is as it is, and I've just come to get a watering can for my husband to do a water change for the fish. So aubergines there, tomatoes there, lettuce in there, sweet williams and some catnip in there, some red basil in there. The parsley and the coriander didn't come. I've sown some more sweet corn because they didn't come either. I've got some chilies, more aubergines, cosmos, which is doing really bad, and some cucumbers there. So yeah, busy.